Hello there and welcome back to France. Last time we messed up Great Britain pretty bad. We took from them Ireland, we took from Cornwall and also Lothian, which we created Vassal Scotland out of. The plan we'll be doing for this session is more or less just peacefully sitting by and seeing what happens, thanks to the fact that we are currently in a Regency Council. However, the Regency Council is it's good enough for us to allow us to more or less get a free vassal from Wales here if we can just boost their opinion high enough. So we'll see what happens, and also in the next 5 years we'll probably start the integration of Hainaut here, which then leads us to having Savoy, Naples, and also Hainaut integrated into our lands. Also, it's a little bit interesting to see if Hainaut actually, here they have started creating Leinster into core, and the Portuguese are coring, I thought. No, they're actually using missionaries against these two first, and then they'll probably core them. So we'll see how this actually stops. Bohemia, not really care to help you guys that much, but since it's for relation's sake, we'll do it. It should boost the relation a little bit, at the very least. So I think we'll go ahead and do so. We got a new general, a level 6 maneuver for shock. 1 fire, I guess. 2 fire, good enough. Should be able to help out in the next war against Great Britain, if he survives that long, that is. I also am pretty sure that the hate for me, as it were, has gone down quite a lot thanks to I don't know, a combination of different factors here. Mostly just the fact that I haven't been taking anything directly, except for Lothian, in a very long time. So let's see here, how is the colonization against me faring? Surprise, I don't think it actually is a colonization against me. No. That is a little bit funny. I no longer have colonization against me. What I could do apparently is, I forgot to do it, I can break the royal ties, but as courier control will not lose stability, so that I should probably have done that quite a long time ago. No real reason to keep them in a union. So since I can actually break now royal marriage without actually hurting myself, then I can actually break the royal ties with Hungary as well. No reason to keep them, it seems, at this stage. And also I'm pretty sure that if I end up in trouble, I should be alright even so. But it's too bad I actually didn't know about that. But you learn from your mistakes in my case, or most of the time at least. So we'll see if we can learn from this. New technology, Grand Shipyard and Road, we'll go for that one. And potentially that means that I should probably start building at least some places, but for now we'll wait. Next level is another 10 production efficiency and plantations. We'll also get an idea set at the level after that again, so we'll be investing in that pretty soon. Heretics of Lyonnaise has been turned. Let's see, the 2 heretic provinces that we have cannot actually be converted at this time, because basically this one is too strong. If I do add a Ile-de-France one, the capital will probably stay heretic for the rest of the game if I don't do anything specific. I believe I'd take Rome, for example, or Jerusalem. I'll get an extra missionary strength point and then use the advice. So that could potentially be a way of doing it, but we'll have to wait and see. The game or the goal for this episode will be to integrate Hainaut, Savoy and Naples. And apparently also should took over as courier chief, and apparently I invested in the wrong guy. Well, we'll save some money and invest in another one soon enough. But yeah, Great Britain is most likely a target. I think I actually need to to get a claim on them. I don't think I have a cast spell eye, so we can't bring home whom? The Wales guy? Nope. Well, doesn't matter. We'll wait a little bit then, and then we'll figure out what we'll do. There we go. Administrative Tech 13 has been reached, and next time we'll actually get some pretty good buildings along with another idea set, as we have been thinking. It's probably a military one, and in terms of that I'll probably go for quality. As you can see, it boosts the army pretty well. Defensive could also be fun with the morale, the siege, maintenance, so forth. Not to mention land attrition will be very nice in Russia, but I think we'll go for quality, and then we'll probably go for expansion after that to get the additional diplomats, the reputation, and otherwise the colonist and the merchant. I'm a little bit unsure what we'll go for in terms of other ideas, but I'm pretty sure that should work out pretty nice. So we'll see what we end up at, and I'm pretty sure I should actually just add a unit to that one, but we'll wait for now, I think. So we'll see how this actually ends up. I'm a little bit unsure if Bohemia and Austria will hate me if I actually remove the provinces from the empire, or if it's just the emperor. In that case I'm pretty safe. The only thing they'll be pissed is because I'm annexing a vassal or union, integrating it, and otherwise because Legend in London. We'll simply turn it back then, if you are that stubborn. But still, we should be alright. As you can see, we don't actually have any issues in terms of getting into trouble. Brittany will probably be a... It's nice that I actually switch now for the third time, I think, which is kind of annoying. But still, as you can see, we're getting claims everywhere. If you go for diplomacy map mode, you can see I have a bunch of claims, most likely in Aragon, Burgundy, Brittany. So Brittany was something I'll go after because that's the mission. Trade map mode. I'll have to make sense of that later. But yeah, I know I'm simply postponing it into the great nation of I'm simply sending it to procrastination nation, so that I'll probably never end up doing it. But I'll probably have to once we actually get to the more difficult challenges, and also the fact that I've used 122 years so far, and not really made any significant gains really. So I'll most likely have to start going after Morocco, Algiers, and so forth, Mali even. But boom, we can see what we stole from the Spaniards. And since we actually have a second here, since the Portuguese have actually started colonizing on their own, and apart from these two, the Portuguese actually took these in just the nick of time. So they're actually looking good in terms of overextension now. Then the big question is, can I sell you the French province here? We'll actually have to wait even longer, thanks to why are they actually down there? I have to improve relations with them because it's pretty low, especially once I integrate these guys. They'll probably be on the minus side, so it'll be important to keep people to actually make things work. We'll accept your demands even though we don't really have that many rebels, but still it's fine that I can actually see the Portuguese provinces in New World now. That will allow me to declare war upon Wales. Sure. I mean, wow, I can't actually make that move, but still, the fact that they are nice enough to declare war in these times are something that I have to applaud them for, more or less, simply because of the fact that by declaring war on Wales when they did, they dragged me into the war in a time when I actually had my peace. And also, since their goal is to take Glamorgan, as long as we actually protect that, they won't gain too much war score, and that in turn will help me out a lot. And of course I can always hand some more land over to my vassals here. So what will I do? I'll be sieging Scotland. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be killing off the troops, and other than that I won't really do that much, I think. So yeah, I'll be sieging, as I said, Scotland, killing off their troops, and all in all just be a dick towards them, I guess. I guess that's the nice way of summarizing, or getting it all done. But yeah, that's the plan, that's what I'll do, and we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully I can hand over some more provinces to Portugal and Naples and everyone, but my main goal with these guys will be to attack, take their provinces, cause them some damage, some serious damage. Most likely take London, Essex, Kent, so forth. The provinces that most likely won't be mine, even if I attack them properly. So we'll see how this turns out. Should be a quick, or a war with a win, I guess I could say. if I send my fleet to help, would that actually help them out at all? Potentially not, but it never hurts just to try and help them out a little bit. Since I don't have any big ship, it will probably not turn the... They don't actually have any big ship there on their own, so this actually turned the tide of the battle. And it seems that I didn't get a single ship. I'm disappointed. Not really, but still, we have to fix my my little play fleet or something. But still, yeah, Wales has fallen to Sweden of all things. And apparently there's an enemy unit there. The Swedes, they actually peaced out. Good for us. But yeah, the goal of this will be having my allies siege most of their lands and then hand it over to them. So we'll see how it turns out. I guess this has always been against the AI of this game, but it seems that the British army is stuck probably after the war with Novgorod. I'd guess they're actually stuck either here, here, or here. So it would actually be fun to check that. But if that's the case, then they're most likely aren't going to get home. I want to check though if they actually have military access or something. Or a marriage. No, they don't have military access with Sweden, so potentially the British army is stuck in no man's land with no way out. That could be fun to see how it actually turns out, but for now things are going well. Occupied by France. I think actually... No, I have no idea how to actually siege it, but still. I'll wait till the sieges are over and then we'll see how it looks. So until then. As you can see, it seems that basically everything they're currently sieging will become mine, which is kind of boring, but still. We'll go for this deal. I think we'll probably take the Highlands ourselves. No, we won't. We'll take it next time. I'll be forcing Great Britain to give Scotland for their cause. Apparently this is no longer a core of theirs, which is kind of surprising that, well, the Highlands ain't Scottish anymore. But still, we'll also be forcing our religion, forcing them to convert to Catholic. Will probably help a little bit on the rebels, and we'll also be taking 200 of the gold. So I think this is a good deal. I'm growing my vassals more. Great Britain is more or less just England now, and I can most likely offer these guys vassalization. Apparently not. The Regency Council has a huge diplomacy skill, so that didn't work out as planned. But still. These guys can soon be started to be integrated, as you can see. So we'll see what we'll do with Wales, if we will try to make them our guys or not. Then I think we'll actually not be able to, simply because of the fact that Lewis sucks diplomacy wise. So we'll have to see how it actually turns out. But I kind of doubt that we'll actually get Wales into the fold as well. So for now we'll be keeping our troops stationed up north. We'll be trying to keep them under control. We're trying to keeping some sort of process. I can always start the integration of Bohemia as well. But do I want to do that? I probably do. 2 years, these guys, how long? 5 years? I can always warn Aragon, but still, integrating Bohemia would help. Austria then would hate me, my guts. Probably Portugal as well. Yeah, but we'll go for it. Why not? We have nothing of importance to do anyway, so we'll see how this helps. We can probably boost it a little bit too. I'm pretty sure that no one actually hates me severely right now. Nope, no one actually really hates me except for the people that I've killed. Bohemia has actually sold Cordoba. Bitses. Apparently no one has calls on these now, or Spain still has, but still they have been destroyed. It's a good thing. Bohemia integration, I can probably hand these over then to Austria, I guess. We'll see. But Aragon is basically getting on my kill list now. It'll be interesting how it actually turns out. They actually have a pretty decent monarch as well. So what will the plan be? Let's see. Integrating Bohemia, Hainaut, Naples and Savoy. We're grounding a lot of troops. Bohemia could be good in eastern growth. Interesting people to claim. Ottomans needs to be dealt with pretty fast. Crete is alive, Naxos is alive, the Mamluks still have Cyprus. Attacking Algiers and trying to annex them could be fun. The same with Tunis. I'll probably get a holy war by integrating Naples, taking Tunis, turn them into vassal, get them Tripoli, or have Tripoli so I can use them under Mamluks. Well, we'll see how we'll actually end up doing that, but apparently I'm having a little bit of a cardinal problem here. So we'll see how that turns out, but still, as of now we have more or less messed up Great Britain to a great extent. We can always start now hunting Norway, just as you know, to make sure that no one else than me and Portugal get to the New World, so I can retain my supremacy. Yes, I needed to burp there, so I decided to try and keep it in. Didn't actually work out as expected, but still, we'll be causing them some trouble here. Austria will probably, as you know, hate my guts. Portugal too. They actually started to hate my guts. So once these conversions are done, I'll send one of them to Austria, keep him there for a while, and we'll see what actually happens. But this will unfortunately be the end of this episode. We have made very little progress, but we have at least started the annexation of 4 of our 6 unions. So we'll see how this turns out. If we get Wales as a vassal as well, then we will be standing very strongly. And also, as long as I can actually keep Portugal in a union, and apparently I can keep them for as long as I want, because as you can see from my country, we have these. As you can see from, if you go down to Portugal, chance of France inheriting Portugal minus 21%, because they have a huge country. So as long as I actually feed them provinces, I won't actually inherit them before I want. So we'll see what we end up with. But it's also quite tempting very tempting to take a province, Salamanca, reform Castile, Spain. I think we'll actually reform Spain in that case, because I don't hold any Spanish provinces personally. So if I take Salamanca and then we'll use Spain, we can actually use Spain to take the remainder of Aragon. So that's a good plan. I think we'll get Spain as a vassal, we'll get Wales as a vassal, and then we'll simply shoot through Great Britain. And other than that, I'm a little bit unsure. I should probably start killing off the units here. I believe the casus belli for that goes out on 1650. And after that, you'll actually have to be the defender of faith. So we'll see how it turns out. But thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, drop a like, drop a dislike if you hated it. And hopefully, I'll see you around next time. Bye.